Me on our live show today. We are going to look at puberty signs for our boys. Puberty signs for our boys. We are looking at how you can initiate sex education related topics with your boys. Remember, on this channel, we have sex education section and we discuss how parents, caregivers can discuss sex education with their boys. We discussed on Facebook yesterday the 5 stages of um, puberty. We uploaded some of them on our reads here on YouTube. So today, let's look at what are some of the signs of puberty you can discuss with your boys. So you can initiate it by telling them that there are signs to show that you've entered puberty. Puberty starts between the ages of 9 to 13 for girls. Some start early and they start between the ages of 8 to 13, and for boys, they start from 9 to 14. What are some of those signs you can discuss with your boys? First, let them know that teenage age will bring its challenges and there are going to be changes that will happen in their body. First is genital development. Their genital will increase because changes are happening in the body. There are hormones that have been secreted, and these body changes will actually happen, and it will send signal to the genital area that there's going to be production of other things that will help reproduction. So there will be changes in the genital. Development will happen in the genitals. Then another sign is there will be hair growth around the genital areas. In the first stage of puberty, which is the hormones working behind the scene, these things are not pronounced in the first stage, okay? And in the second stage, they become pronounced, but very little. So you let them know that pubic hair will start growing gradually in the first stage. In the second stage, it will be pronounced. In the third stage, they'll become thicker and darker. Then, number 3 is that there will be growth of hair in other parts of the body like the armpits. Prepare them beforehand so that when these changes happen, it doesn't just look like it's a new thing to them. Then number 4 is that there's going to be an increase in height. And parents, caregivers know that as their growth heightens, their food intake increases, their taste changes, their emotions changes. The way they do things will change. So be prepared and let them know. So that when these changes happens to them, they won't just feel inferior about it. They will know that it is part of the growing process. So you see visible growth, visible change in growth. They grow higher, taller at this stage. So at this stage, parents, please be mindful of how you feed these young boys. Give them good diets. Okay? Help them to learn exercise. Help them to learn good body hygiene. Help them to learn cleanliness at this point. That's why you are there for them. And that's the excess of teaching them what happens in their body and developments that happen in their body. We advocate sex education so that they will be on the know as they grow. Remember, as these changes happens, these young individuals are ready for reproduction. If you don't guide them right, they will fall into trouble. They will fail. And at the end of the day, they will let you know that you never taught them. You will regret, they will regret, and it will not be a happy ending. So caregivers, parents, please be a proper guide. Schools, counselors, be a proper guide to these individuals. Another changes that happen is they sweat a lot. At this time, the boy child sweats a lot, which can lead to body odor. So what do? As a parent, as a caregiver, buy them deodorant. Teach them cleanliness. Tell them to bathe as often as they can. Prepare for them. Help them to have good clothing in their wardrobe so they can change as often as possible. Buy them undies. It's not only girls you take care of. Take care of these boys. Buy them good undies. Buy them a number of clothes that they can have variety to change into. Don't just teach by words of mouth. Teach by action. Let them know, I'm getting you this because you sweat a lot. So get this so you can change often. Take your bath as often as possible. Okay, be clean. Learn personal hygiene. Prepare them beforehand. That will help them. The next sign is the vocal cord will change. The vocals will change. The voice will start deepening. When they talk to you, you ask them, are you talking back at me? Are you shouting at me? It is not them. It's the changes. The body, the voice have deepened. It's not that baby boy you used to call and the voice is very shallow. At this point, when the boy talks, it's deep. So as a parent, don't look at it as an insult that he's talking back at you, that it's insulting. No, know that the changes that is happening inside is pronouncing outside. So when they talk and their voice is deep, let them understand that this is what is happening to them. So you as a parent, you as a caregiver, you need to understand that these changes too affect you as a person, because their emotions, their personality is going to change. Their mood will change. Okay, their mentality will change. They are no longer the boys you used to know. They are now, they are no longer children you used to know. They are now boys. All right. The increment in muscle mass. They will grow more masculine. Now they are masculine men. You know, they will do chores that ordinarily you don't think they will do because the muscle mass have increased. So now they can do a lot of things for you. They will serve bigger purposes for you because they have more muscle mass. All right. Then we'll talk about some of these boys develop breasts. Not for all, but research shows that 50% of those boys passing through puberty develop breasts. Nothing to fear. It's not abnormal. When they develop these breasts, it will gradually dry up at the end of puberty. When all these changes have happened in the body have stabilized, it will gradually dry off and they will be better, right? So when they develop breasts, don't be worried, they are fine. It's part of the growing process. So let them know beforehand that if it happens to them, it doesn't happen to everyone. If it didn't happen to you, you are fine. If it happens to you, you are fine. These are changes we're talking about. Then we talk about body hair growth. We have facial hair, chest hair, hair around all over the body for those who have that genetic features, but you're going to grow darker hairs even in the pubic areas. It's not going to just be those scanty ones. It will be thicker and the rest of it. And then you develop acne. You see them having pimples, dark spots, black hair around the face, chest, and their back. All of these are signs of puberty. So do you have a preteen in your home? Have you discussed these signs with them? If you have not, an opportunity. Let them know that gradually you are becoming a boy. Let them know that gradually there are going to be changes that will happen in your body. And as these changes happens, these are some of the changes that you will notice. Put them on the know. They will be happy. So when they go through this stage, they will find joy doing that. So parents, do your due job. Make sure that you teach them sex education. Here on this channel, we're on the Nigerian curriculum from JS1 to SS3. And we have sex education section just like we are doing now. We have a lot of them. We have more than 500 videos on this channel that teaches us either our school curriculum, sex education, counseling section on issue arising in the society, or sometimes business tips to get us started at an early age. We care for our young ones, we care for our family, and we love this community. Thank you for being part of my community. Are you new to the channel? Please subscribe. Are you a returning subscriber? Thank you for joining us. Do you know of people who will enjoy this section? Do you know of teen mothers pretty mothers, okay, newly married who are expecting children or who is expecting a baby, be it a girl or a boy, please recommend the page for them. We are here to help you on that journey. All of us are on a journey to make our family better, journey to make our children better academically, otherwise. We want you to build your total you to its optimum. Thank you for joining me. In our next episode, we are going to look at signs of puberty you can discuss with your girl child. How do you initiate it? How do you start? What are the signs? How do you help them to cope with these signs? Okay, how do you get involved with them passing through these signs? We'll talk about that next time. So join me, give us a like, share, comment below the comment box if there is anything you want us to discuss. If you have question, ask us. If you want us to discuss with your pre-thing, we'll provide a WhatsApp number we can use to discuss issues with your pre-thing, okay, if that's what you want. So thank you for joining me today. I will see you in our next